What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're just going to kind of go over the whole stock market in general. We're going to talk a little bit about Nio, Palantir, and Tesla. But before we hop into that, we ask you guys hit that sub button. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of March. Don't even know if it's possible. We're at 1,100 now. Thank you guys all for the support. We really appreciate all of it. Link in the description for the Patreon. If you guys are looking to hop into the Discord over there, our personal Discord, we've got a fantastic community over there. Over 100 people so far, man. Everyone's having a great time. A lot of panicking over there going on right now, you know, along with everybody in the market, because it's not fun what's going on. But we all talk about that pre-market. You guys get access to our portfolio that we update every day, and we're also going to be starting a Discord portfolio where we let the users of the Discord vote on certain stocks to put into a portfolio, and we're going to see how far we can grow that money. But if you guys want any of that, there's a couple dollar slots left in the Patreon if you're interested in that. Get them while you can, man. I think there's only like 12 or 13 left, and then after that, price is gonna go up.
Yep, selling like hotcakes over there.
Right.
Get them while you can.
But again, link in the description for that. But without further ado, man, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into it. So the market in overall general is straight dog water. If you have not looked at it, it is hogwash right now. This is not fun. Nobody likes it. Everyone's I'm reading a lot of people that are kind of like panic selling, but
don't be that guy.
This is one of those things. This is one of those things where it's hard, because back in the beginning of March, end of February, when it started going down a little bit, everyone was like, oh, okay, it's only a small correction of 5-10%. Well, now everyone's down 30%, and everyone's like, what the hell? What do you do? Like, do you hold and keep losing? Do you sell now? So then if it goes down to 75%, you're not out. Like, it ain't gonna go that crazy. I can't imagine it going that crazy. But it's one of those things where it's like, if it's a long-term investment for you, you just gotta push through it. And we're not your financial advisors. Do what you guys know is best for you. After you're in research, consult your own financial advisor. This is all entertainment purposes only. But for us, we pretty much talk about what we do for us, and that is us just holding. It sucks. I hate seeing Nio down.
I mean, everything is not just Nio, but
yeah, my cost basis on Nio is like 48 or 50 bucks or something like that. I've been trying to lower it. I'm out of money at this point, so
yeah,
it sucks.
Pretty much all you can do is just hold, or if you do have funds to put in to lower, that's it's a heck of a price right now to buy in more shares. So
I mean, it sucks. So basically, real quick, we'll just kind of go over like the whole market in general right now. So the whole NASDAQ itself, we're basing this off the NASDAQ because that's what me and Chad are both in, is mostly tech, EV stuff in the NASDAQ and S&P 500. The Dow's really up today, but we're not into the Dow, so that doesn't help us. So if we look at the pullback that started back on February 10th or February 12th, it's down almost 10%. Till now, and that lasted from February 12th to March 5th. If we look at these other corrections, these small little corrections that we can see, if we go from the 28th of August down to, it was September 18th, a little under a month, and it was down 7%. So a little under a month. We're a little, let's see here. So we are a little under a month here as well.
Yeah, and a lot of times people say that it's, it usually lasts 3 to 4 weeks, but it's also usually a 10% or so correction, and we're pretty close to 10% now, so
right. Now back in March, that one was a little different. That one hurt.
That doesn't count.
That one was at 30% down, and that one lasted a little over a month too, from February 14th to March 20th. So we've had two corrections. I don't really know if you want to call them corrections, pullbacks, market corrections, whatever you want to call them. We've had two of them, and they've both lasted about a month. Yeah. And we're pushing a month on this right now. And we're no data scientists. We're no freaking professional stockbroker. We're just using what is given to us. The data is given to us, and basically giving an estimate on where we think things are going to go. So honestly, I'd hate to say like, oh, it's going to last another 3 days and then nothing, like it goes for another month, because like that's what we do. Right. But I'm thinking this thing's gonna at least last another week or so. Get us through a month, maybe a little over, maybe a little less. It just depends on when things settle down, man. Bond yields going up. They're up to above 1.6% today. Right. So that's never good. But the US economy added little over 379 million not 371 million. That's a lot. 379,000 jobs to the market in February.
Yep.
So that's good news, but it didn't really do a whole lot. So
yeah, everyone's freaking out about the bond yields and interest rate, or not interest rates, but inflation, and yeah.
yeah, this is what happened last week. This is the reason the market tanked last week, because of the bond yields. So I think once they start to go deck down, it's Friday. I think it happened last week too. Last Friday's when it happened. So maybe Monday will come around, things will simmer down, give everybody the weekend to chill out, and then hopefully this is the recovery we turn around here.
Right.
So we'll just have to wait and see. You know, again, we're not professionals. We just try to give you guys the best estimate that we can based on what we see, and that's what I'm hoping for, man. Not saying next week, but hopefully within the next week or two, man, we start to see a turnaround and a recovery here, because this is getting real old real quick.
Right. It sucks just watching your account. Yesterday, I just had to click out of it. But yeah, usually, you know, after these corrections and stuff, you always see new highs right after. Sometimes it bounces back just as fast as it went down. Sometimes it takes twice as long, but even if it is twice as long, it's, you know, it's only 2 months and then you're at, you know, new all-time highs. So you just got to hold. Right. If you sell now, once you sell, it's probably going to blast off and then you're going to be upset.
Right. Exactly. And if you guys look at Nio's chart today, you know, we'll just go over these quick little stocks that we have: Nio, Palantir, and Tesla. If you look at if you look at Nio right now, we're down to 35. We've got all the way down to $31, man.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
We have not seen that in forever. Yeah. If you guys swooped up at that point, good job to you. Hats off to you, man. Yeah. Awesome job.
And if you look at it, the last few days, at least, that I've really been paying attention to the chart, this usually is what happens. Like in the morning, it's kind of doing all right, and then it just tanks like real hard. And then by like 10, in between 10 and 10:15, it starts, you know, recovering. And then there's usually a little bit of a pullback after that, after a couple hours, but it usually makes up, I don't know, I would say around half of what it lost, you know, around that 10 o'clock mark. So yeah, and that's clearly what we can see here in these trends. Yeah. So hopefully everything turns around and we start to see this go back up. You know, obviously it's tanking off as we talk, because why not? Why wouldn't it? But again, $35 is a hell of a steal. Honestly, anything in this dip is a hell of a steal. Yeah. Anything under $40 is you're out of your mind not to buy it. I'm out of money again, man, so I can't. Yeah, unfortunate. I'm now fresh out of money. I've been buying tiny little chunks, you know, not every day, but every other day or whatever since this whole thing started. And I've finally just put the rest in, and I'm just gonna not look at it for a little bit. Right. I know it's unfortunate. Yeah. But it gives me a little hope that all these big banks and analysts are still giving these price target ratings of all these companies, you know, of Nio, of Palantir, of Tesla. Yeah, like we said yesterday, you know, or like I said, it's good that all these analysts are still standing behind the company. They're not all just jumping ship, scared too. And if you really think about it, you know, we got up to, I think it was almost mid 60s or so. And, you know, we're sitting at 36 now. That's, you know, that's whatever percent gain that is, close to 100%, 90%. Right. Like, it sucks, but hey. So if you can load up now, you're going to be getting some good gains once we get back up to those old numbers. Yeah. Which, I mean, we'll easily push that. I think we'll easily push that. So it's just a matter of how far it falls. We'll see what happens, you know, in the next coming week or so, but hopefully it's a turnaround. Palantir and Tesla are both in the same boat, pushing lows. You know, Palantir's back down to the 20 mark. I didn't think Palantir would be pushing 20 again. You know, it's been hanging around solid it's been solid around the 25 mark for quite some time. Yeah, they dropped like 40% since this whole thing started. Yeah. That's pretty rough. Yeah. And I'm holding on to Palantir as well at like $28 or so, and it hurts, man. I tried lowering my cost basis on that as much as I could. Not a whole lot you can do, man. Not a whole lot you can do. It's like when you buy the dip and it keeps dipping. Right. That's terrible. Right. But yeah, so, you know, they're at the $22 mark. And if we look at Tesla, you know, again, Tesla was pretty rough. They're all the way down to $580, and they have a price target of upwards of $1,200. That is nuts, man. Yeah. That is over 100% gain right there if you bought in now. Yeah. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, so you just got to, you know, just be patient, hold on, don't do anything based off emotion pretty much. And, you know, in a few months, you'll be sitting there with a smile on your face. Drinking a pina colada. If we look at the chart real quick, we'll look at the Nio. So the Nio, I base a lot of my stuff off this Nio chart. The RSI index is below 30. That's when it usually means it's oversold.
Anything below 30 is usually oversold. That means that's a steal.
Yeah.
And we're at 27.50 right now. So I'm not saying buy Nio, but you do you.
Right.
If we look at the Nio Fintel as well, there's still a couple people putting in new positions. Not very much. But there is a few people raising their positions, over the last couple days.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's a little bit of good news coming out about it. Palantir, we've got ARK Invest buying and selling. They're kind of playing both sides of this, trying to make, obviously make as much money as they can out of this whole situation. So, with them still buying and selling into Palantir, it gives me a little bit more faith there as well. But look, this is what I want to show you. Look at Fintel for Palantir, man.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Look at all these people. A lot of this is Vanguard right here. But holy cow, the millions and thousands shares, thousands upon thousands of shares being bought.
And a lot of them are new
sold.
positions, which is good as well.
Right. So that's fantastic news. So to me, Palantir is a solid hold.
I'm holding long term on
right
that
now.
for sure.
Right. And then Tesla, again, ARK Invest is also doing the ins and outs of this as well. So, not a whole lot you can do. It's just a matter of a waiting game, and that's pretty much all it is, man. That's all we can do. So hopefully you guys are holding tight. Hopefully you guys are staying strong. Again, keep them diamond hands going.
Diamond hands.
It sucks. Do what you think is best for yourself. Again, this is all entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Do what's best for you and your portfolio.
And
Again, link in
remember,
the description.
you only lose when you sell. So
exactly.
As long as you have faith in the company and it's going to go back up, hold. Don't sell.
Exactly.
My 2 cents.
Only faith. But again, we'll go ahead and end it there. Link in the description for the Patreon if you guys want to get into there, over to the Discord. Again, fantastic community over there, access to the portfolio, all of that stuff. Also, thank you guys so much for all the support. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs by the end of the month. So if you're not subbed, hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. Also, like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. I don't need to preach it to you guys. We do it in every video. Thank you guys for all the support, and we'll see you in the next one.